Many political issues aren't black and white. A referendum gives you a chance to weigh in on yes or no debates. Prince George has a history of referenda as a form of decision-making.
You can't see it in the water, but soon fluoride will be under a spotlight in a civic referendum. The controversial issue isn't the first time referenda have been used in Prince George.
Well, at least two. One was the one for the Aquatic Centre and CN Centre.
Hundreds of thousands go through CN Centre each year to enjoy concerts, hockey games and events. Formerly known as the Multiplex, it was brought about through a referendum back in 1993.
And it's usually pretty easy to get the City of Prince George, the people of Prince George, to vote in approval of sports facilities. It's a little more difficult for some other things.
The city's agreement with Terracin Gas was approved through a referendum in 2004, a much more complicated and controversial issue.
The people who were against it got a lot more active than we did, and it was turned down. So then we went to a full referendum. Council got more involved. We actually took an ad out using our own money, not the city's, in favor of it.
At the day, I thought we did a pretty good job of trying to share the information, but there were many in the community who suggested that we hadn't done the job we could have, so we went to referendum on that, and it carried the day.
Experts say a referendum can be a valuable democratic tool.
Referendums can be a way to engage voters more so than usual means of representative democracy. Instead of just maybe paying attention once in a while to a city council meeting, people wind up forming groups for and against certain proposals and really getting involved. That's a tremendous benefit.
However, Jason Morris believes in some cases a referendum may detract from the accountability of elected officials.
What if voters make the wrong call on a really important matter? It really messes up accountability. What happens is the politicians then have to follow through with the decision that they may not have even supported, that they know may bring some deleterious consequences, but they're also not accountable for it.
It has its challenges, and I'd sooner see vigorous conversation and then let the elected decision makers of the day, make the vote based on a vigorous conversation that shares both sides.
And while it may seem like a simple yes or no question, the wording of a referendum needs to be carefully considered.
How that question is worded really matters. Boiling down a really complicated issue into a simple, straightforward yes or no question is supremely challenging.
The cost of a standalone referendum can be more than $50,000, considerably less when it's attached to the civic election ballot. Aileen Machel, CKPG News.